In the personal story segment tonight, on this Good Friday, some people are reciting a eulogy for traditional values that might be premature. During an interview this week, Senator Chuck Schumer, a liberal Democrat from New York, said this.
The hard right, which still believes when the federal government moves, chop off its hands, still believes, the traditional values kind of arguments and strong foreign policy, all that's over.
Over. Does the senator have a point? With us now is Rebecca Hagelin, author of the brand new book, 30 Ways in 30 Days to Save Your Family. What do you think the traditional values are that Schumer's talking about, or how do you in your book define these traditional values?
Well, I don't know what he's talking about, because when he says we don't really have room for traditional values, is he talking about the values, say, the Boy Scouts teach about courage and doing your duty to God and your country? Is he talking about the values where we want to raise our little girls to be women of grace and strength and intelligence and not be treated as sexual beings? So in my book, what I do is I offer 30 concrete ways that parents can pass on these timeless traditional values to their kids. Right.
Now, do you think these things come in cycles?
Well, I think if you look throughout history, there are little blips, little cycles. But right now we're living in a time where traditional values are under assault by a media culture that's gone crazy, stark raving mad, as I say, where our kids are treated like sexual animals and they're inundated every day by adults who hold a different worldview than the traditional mom and dad.
Yeah, let me just tell you, I wrote down some of the traditional values, and some of the ones you mentioned I completely agree with. I've got two little girls, and we try to teach them. But I'm going to tell you the values that I think that have gotten us in trouble today. Somehow we didn't think debt was bad.
Right.
I was taught it was. You don't walk away from your problems and declare bankruptcy left and right. Greed is bad. Hatred is evil.
Right.
You got to respect others. And out of Washington, there's a notion now that we punish success.
That's right.
Okay? And we take from people who play by the rules to give to people who didn't, to bail them out. Now, those are values that I think are under attack and being eroded. Some out of Washington, some out of our own families, right?
That's right. And I actually, getting to the economics, have 3 chapters in 30 ways about how to teach children free market principles.
Well, see, it's not, wait a minute, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. No, but the economic values are the values of honesty, integrity, personal responsibility.
And that's what free market principles are too.
Well,
they're about working hard. Wait a minute. They're about working hard. They're about earning a living and letting the marketplaces go into force. Listen, in the capitalism, when you connect it with morality, it's a win-win situation for everyone.
That's right, but the moralities come out of it.
That's right.
And that's why we've seen greedy people on Wall Street, and we've seen irresponsible people at home getting loans for homes they can't afford,
that's right,
declare bankruptcy, or worse than that, get bailed out by you who played by the rules,
that's right. And that's where,
so we do have a problem here.
Yes, we do have a problem. That's what my book is about. It's to help parents solve the problem. If you separate capitalism from morality, then you have greed.
But you know what? Some of the parents are the ones that need trained. They're the ones this Easter weekend, Passover weekend, ought to be reading the Old and the New Testament and looking for those time values.
My book came out at Easter. It's a time of redemption, and I have to do that with 30 ways.
And a time of grace. Rebecca, thank you. When we come back.